Illustrator and using some. Love to hear from you and hear how you're doing. So thank you so much for excuse me, for joining me. Fantastic. Cool. Feel free to say hello in chat so I can see that there are other people out there. That'd be great. So I'm not talking to myself. It's kind of a thing that I don't want to be doing, but I do it all the time anyway. Excuse me. All right, so let's dive into this. You can see right in here, and I could paste this link in everywhere, but basically the theme is all about Fresh, Creative Cloud Fresh. There we go. Lydia, I see ya. Mark, Clover, awesome. Thanks for joining me. Ooh, geez. That is a long link. Cool. So yeah, that's all I'm trying to. There we go. Boom. Post to chat. All right, let's get this started because I want to show you. First off, all the free assets that we actually have pasted in this link right to this blog. So there's the visual trend happening right now is this breath of fresh air. So again, we're all looking to get outside, and that is the plan, right? So the cool thing about this is I'll be linking to some free assets, like a ton of them. But this is just the theme going forward. We know that these sort of fresh graphics are gonna perform pretty well this summer, as everybody is eager to get outside and all that stuff. So Airbnb reservations increased by 25%. All right, so explore the visual trend on Adobe Stock. But this is what I want to show you guys. So let's dive into this. So here we have this fresh collection. We kind of go through and check out this work. What I actually want to do is I want to go up here and just show you. We could actually just change this right up here. Oops, I actually changed it to templates, but all you need to do is change this to free, okay? And if you just hit enter, you'll see that we have about, 67,000 free results, assets that you can use right away. What's up, Sim? What's up, Bjorn? Bjorn, I like that name, man. I wish my name was Bjorn. It's just a cool name. Fatima, good to have you here as well. And Michelle, it's always very sweet you joining me. This is great. So right in here, what I can also do is I can search for something fresh like flowers or, I don't know, sunshine or spring and just see what we get. But now, since we're searching within free flowers, we have access to all of these assets. And since I'm going to be working in Illustrator, I'm going to change this to vectors as well. So just give me the vector assets. Sure enough, here's one I've actually already downloaded. We can take a look at this one. Again, it says free right here. We can license it. Right, like I'm doing right now, getting that licensed, putting it in my default library of nature. So what's happening? Here's one I've already purchased, but I love flowers, so I'm gonna get a couple of these. Right, they're free of charge. Hey, why not? Let's just grab a couple of these. Is all I'm doing. You get the idea. How is everyone doing? Hopefully everybody's doing well, right? So we grabbed our assets, right? We could open them up if you happen to download them, sure. Boom, there they are. Let's get this party started. Let's grab these flowers, why not? And drop them into my file, because I'm gonna actually not only create something that you see there, but I'm actually gonna animate it as well. So this is gonna be a lot of fun. First off, here is my flowers, right? Zoop, like so. Let's change that highlight color to something fresh. There we go. Here's our lovely flowers that we can always change the color of them. So if I decide I want to change these flowers, and what I can do is I can kind of move these over, change them up as well. Let's just get to creating, huh, Paul? Just make it cool, right? That's all I want to do. Make it cool. Okay, hopefully that's okay with you guys. Let's go in here and behind a tool as I start clicking around. I know it's behind this one. No, it's not. Oh, come on. Come on, Paul. Let's look over here. There we go. It is behind this. This additional menu popped up that threw me off. But I'm going to select Puppet Warp Tool, right? I use this in all the apps, right? But I'm going to go ahead and add a pin, add a pin, add a pin, add a pin, right? So rather than manipulating those individual vector lines, I could just distort this whole thing any way I want, right? Because we want these to look different, right? So we have two different sort of flowers, as you can see, is all I'm doing, is manipulating that accordingly. Let's bend this one over maybe like that, right? Let's just grab this, maybe connect it like so. I don't know, something like that is all I'm doing, just showing you Puppet Warp. You get the idea. Hello from Latvia. Let's have a conversation. Jersey's in the house. Awesome. I want to change the color of these flowers, by the way. I can always take this one and I can lock it down, right? Lock down that selection. And actually what I can do, this is what I would actually do, is I would select this one. I would actually go into recolor artwork. That's what I would do, right? Because that's what we want to do. We want to go into advanced options, and I want to change these blues, right? Because we want different color flowers. Yeah. Right, go in here. We can always hit edit, and I can see the blues right here. I'm going to make sure it's unlinked, so I'm unlinking it. Let's grab these. Let's make these like yellow. So let's drag those over there like that, right? And now we have yellow and blue flowers, right? Making that pretty easy, like so. Boom, boom. On down the line, right? All right, Arslan, how are you doing? Right, so that's what I've done. Here's my flowers that I actually grabbed, used one asset, right? Made this collage of flowers, manipulating them using the Puppet Warp. This is another thing that I would do, so check this out. Fresh air vibes. You know, and again, picking a phrase I want to go with, we can go with that phrase. But this is what I want to do, is I want to create some text. Here's the text, okay? And how this text is actually made, if we take a look, is it's one solid line, right? So look at this. It's one solid line. This is great, and because that's actually what I want. Yeah, awesome and easy is what I like to hear. Puppet Warp and recolor artwork, right? So now what I did, and again, I'm not showing you this whole part, but basically I would grab a font and I would type in fresh, and I would make sure this font, again, is, of course, a fresh font, something that is cursive, right? So we'll go into properties, click right down in here. We'll go out to the sort of script type fonts or hand fonts, right? So selecting that, and I can kind of roll through and see what's going to work for this particular design, right? If I can't see the menu too well there, I can actually access it up here, and I can roll through these. I actually like Market Pro might work, or Mojito, right? Let's go with Mojito. Oh, and then Illustrator just said, that's enough, Paul. So let me launch it again. Hello from Holland, Everett John from Holland. Awesome. So, nonetheless, we can recover this file, right? Cool thing is, I already have, here it is. Here's my recovered file. But what I've done is I actually used that file as a template, that font as a template, and then just drew over the top of it with just a pencil. So now I get these solid lines. Now what I can do is I can bring these lines into After Effects. This is going to be really fun. And I can bring all of these assets in there. So give me 1 second. Let's just switch over. Let's just do that. Wait for it. Don't just ignore all this stuff. There we go. Here we go. Here are our flowers, right? But this is what I would do. Use something like, let's take this F, and I actually can just save this file and open it up into After Effects to animate it. That's how I got these flowers in there to begin with, is just to go File, import, right? Once you import those, super easy, right? Let's grab this, the fresh AI file. We can grab everything, put it all in a composition, and make sure everything's layer size. Click OK. We'll see that magic happen. There it is, fresh. Da-da. Double clicking, and here's everything, right? Easy enough. Cool. All right, I do have these lines in here. All right. Which isn't bad. But this is what I want to do. I want to bring in these lines using... I use something called Overlord, which I think is really cool. Overlord allows you to jump from Illustrator and Photoshop into After Effects really easily. So I could just select all this text, by the way, select everything, and then right here, here's my magic button. Boom. Push everything to After Effects. Bam! There's where everything is. How are you guys doing? Is Deke McClelland a part of the Adobe team? Yes, in spirit, Deke is. Love Deke. Deke is up just north of me. I'm in Denver. Deke is in Boulder. But technically he's not an employee, but he might as well be. He's awesome. Love Deke. So a sharp guy. So now we have these lines, right? You ready for this, Everett and Adriana and Michelle and Gundarsh? So twirling this down, and this is actually the F for fresh. Let's twirl this down. And let's go in here and let's add, excuse me, a trim paths. Bah! Adding trim paths right in here. So trim paths will allow me to control the beginning and end of this line. I'm sorry, that's actually probably behind my head. I apologize. Let's move my big honk and head over. Zoop. All right, so you can see right over here, we're going to have the start and the end. So I can add keyframes, right? So I can go, say, 1 second in, and add start and end keyframes right there. And then I'll scrub back a little bit, and I'll go ahead and change the start. Watch me change the start. Zoop. See, there it is. There's our animation. This is what we're going to animate. We'll change that to 100. Now when we hit enter, we can see it flow on down just like that. Isn't that cool? So we start to do that with all of these. All right? Add trim paths. Start and end keyframes. Jump back a little bit. For this one, I actually want to adjust the end because I want it kind of going from left to right. And you can see the magic that we're creating here. Do you guys like this? Zoop, zoop. Cool, right? Love that. Come on, Mitra. This is cool stuff, everyone. Hope you guys are into it. So I have this going. It's doing its thing. Let's do this long text really fast. Let's hurry up. Let's actually copy this. Let's see if this works. If I could jump in here. Ba, ba. Let's paste it. Hit U is your Uber key. And yeah, you can paste it in. And now we have that text coming to life as well. So I can start to stagger this a little bit, maybe making sure the F comes in first. Do whatever you want, right? Have some fun with it. But we can see, there we go. And since this is extra long, we'll stretch this out as well. So let's just do this. Cool? You get the idea. Okay, we worked with Puppet, the Puppet tool in Illustrator. Okay, Amanda, I'm glad you like it. And how easy was this, by the way, Amanda? Is that not easy? Look, this A. Guess what? That's all one word. Yeah, let's do the same thing. Let's copy this. Boom, paste it. Boom, hit U. That's my Uber key. Maybe move this down. Right? Want to move this kind of down. Zoop, zoop. And then we can do that for the V. Paste, paste, move these two down as well. Fresh air vibes. Oops. You get the idea, right? Okay. All right, so remember we have all these cool flowers that we can start playing with the depth of them, all sorts of things, all these flowers that I created, or excuse me, that I got for free. Listen to me, shame on me. I didn't create these. I got them for free. But look, here's this flower, right? Which I like the depth that it's creating, but let's have this flower grow up over the text, okay? So we'll select this yellow flower, and guess what? Just like we had the puppet tool, excuse me, in Illustrator, we also have it in After Effects right here. Puppet Position Pin Tool, right? So that's what I guess we're calling it, huh? So let's go back. Puppet Position Pin Tool, add a pin, right? This is kind of hard to see, so I'm going to just turn off those other assets, right? But I'm adding a pin there. Let's add a pin here. Let's add one right down here, and then here, and then here, right? And then one down at the bottom. And as we twirl this down, we can see all these puppet deformers that were created. Twirling that down, we can see all these different keyframes, right? Here's all our different keyframes. Hit U, and there they are. So stretch this out because they're going to come in later. But now at the beginning, right, we'll take this, we'll move this one down, right? We'll move this down, we'll move this over. I don't know. Just have some fun with it, right, is all I'm doing. It's kind of having it go like that, right? And that's where it will start from. And we'll hit enter, and then we can see kind of where it ends up. And I'll also add some easing to this. So let's right-click, Easy Ease under Keyframe Assistant, so it slows down as it reaches that second sort of out point. Fresh air vibes. Cool. Free is good. You guys like that? So if we take a step back, here's the final version, right? We'll hit enter. And yeah, there's a lot of layers and different things going on. But there's your fresh air vibes made from free assets. Let's open up this final video and have it play. There you go. What did this take? I actually downloaded one free asset, outlined or just kind of traced over a handwritten font. Once I got the positioning into place, brought it into After Effects, right? Did trim paths to animate the text, and then I used the Puppet Position Pin tool to animate the flowers. So you get the idea. Are you a wizard? Is it magic? Yeah, kind of. Adobe is magic. As my boss, Rufus Deutscher, would say, Adobe Cadabra. There it is. There you go, perfect. There's the template that I used. Thank you so much, Creative Cloud. Jordan. His name is Jordan, everybody. So again, super cool. Hopefully it was easy and empowering, and you can see how things, as you start to stack these skills one on top of the next, how awesome something simple can turn into something really complex and awesome. So super fun. Glad you like it, Arsalan and Muriel and Jordan and Amanda and everyone. I'm going to be posting this, by the way, once this is done, right? I'm going to post it with this hashtag. So this is Adobe Creative Cloud Instagram. I'm going to post it on Instagram right in here with the hashtag Creative Cloud Fresh for a chance to be featured this month. So create a fresh design with some free assets and get featured, because why not? And use it as bragging rights. Like, yeah, you're worth it. You did it. So thank you, Michael. I see you out there. Awesome. Out there on YouTube. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Stay tuned. Also, just so you know, you can always follow me, because I'm going to be posting this to my profile. You don't have to watch me go through that whole process, but PTRANI is where I'll be posting it. So thanks so much, everybody. Remember, stay safe out there. Keep it fresh and lively.